Chris Brooks here from 106.3 Cowboy Country, waking up with Brooks Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 with you. Who I got on the line with me is our special friend. She was here in July, actually, and sang the National Anthem at Cheyenne Frontier Days. It was her first time being up here, and hopefully we can get her back performing some more in the upcoming years. But she just released a single that she played a little bit for us back in July, actually. So now the whole song is actually out, and we'll hear it here in just a little bit. But, Miss Savanna, how are you doing this afternoon, evening, however you want to look at this?
Oh, I'm doing all right. It's not too bad of a day here in Kansas.
Good old Kansas. So what time is it for you there right now?
5:34 right now.
5:34, and I just got you out of work, huh? Because you have a regular job.
Yeah, I work at a farm store in Lawrence, Kansas during the week, so that's kind of what I've been doing all day. It's not a bad job at all.
It's right almost fitting, though. I mean, you're a country singer. It all just kind of goes together. Like, yeah. It wouldn't sound right if you were like, oh, I work at Dick's Sporting Goods. Like, that just doesn't work.
I'm a bit of a stereotype, for sure.
Nothing wrong with that at all. So, Miss Savanna Chestnut, you got this song that you played for us a few months back, and now you're finally out, and it's been played on a few radio stations. I saw your manager taking care of that. And what's the song?
So the song is called Walls Can't Talk. I finished it up a few months back, finally got the studio version ready and available for everybody. But it was kind of just inspired by all my traveling. You know, I've been on the road a lot the last year or two, and I passed by, especially here in the Midwest and especially Kansas, I passed by a lot of abandoned houses and buildings and vehicles and farm equipment and pretty much everything you can think of. But I've always been kind of inspired by abandoned houses in particular, so that's what this song is. It's actually from the perspective of an abandoned house.
That's interesting, because how often is it that you just sit there with your friends and maybe it's just over a few drinks or just sitting there reminiscing, and you look back at the years and you look at a car or an apartment or your bedroom and you go, if these walls could talk.
Right. You just wonder, you know, where has it been? Who had it and what did they do with it and why did it end up here? And yeah, so I kind of wanted to elaborate on that a little bit.
Well, I follow you on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and I saw some of your pictures that you've tied in with this song and stuff, and they're pretty cool pictures. Is this one of the abandoned houses that you're talking about?
Yeah, actually, that's one that's not too far away from where I live. I had a friend come shoot some pictures for me one weekend, and we actually had a few different abandoned houses to choose from. Go figure. But
you weren't nervous or scared going into them?
Oh, not really. I mean, I think the worst thing that's going to happen is someone's going to show up and be like, hey, leave.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, and then we would, so oh well.
I would just be afraid there's somebody in there, or honestly, I wouldn't be afraid of a person. I'd be more afraid of an animal.
Yeah, I guess there could have been critters in there. I don't know. I didn't run into any, though, so we were okay.
Well, that is good for sure. So we got this single out, which is called Walls Can't Talk. And where can people get this? Where is it available?
Right now, let's see, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, a lot of places like that. But those are the main ones, I think. So,
and real quick, and not to, because you spell your name a little bit different than when people may think of how you spell Savanna. How do you spell your first name?
Savanna. So pretty much the typical way, except for no H on the end of it.
No H on the end. Yes.
People up a little bit.
Good. Now, so this release is out. So obviously, I know how it is for you musicians. What's next?
I'd really like to start getting to work on a new album here soon. It's kind of just a matter of finding the time. I've stayed pretty busy with shows, which I'm very thankful for, but it doesn't leave a whole lot of time for getting in the studio. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully within the next year or two, I'll have a new full-length album out. I've got all the songs. All the songs are written and ready to go. I just need the recording time.
Well, that's good. Well, you got plenty of abandoned houses out there. Just turn one of them into your studio.
Yeah, no kidding. There's plenty of empty spaces out here.
Well, good stuff. Before I let you go, Miss Savanna Chestnut on the line with us. Go get her song right now, Walls Can't Talk. You can go, and we'll be playing it on the air here for you as well. It's going to be all over the place. We'll be supporting it. Where can people find you on social media?
I am on Facebook. My band page is Savanna Chestnut and the Field Hands. That's my full band name. But you can also find me on all those other websites I talked about, iTunes, Pandora, Spotify. My website is savannahchestnutcountry.com. So I'm kind of all over the internet. Like,
you have to
you'll
these
find
days.
me. Yep.
You definitely have to these days. And like I said, I do follow you on social media, and I have to say you have definitely been working almost every weekend, huh? I mean, if it's not 3 shows, it's at least 1 show you're doing a weekend.
Yeah, I'm staying pretty dang busy, which is great. I'm really thankful. This is the busiest I've ever been, so it feels good.
That is awesome. Well, congratulations. And, anything you ever need, you just contact us, and we'll be more than happy to help you out and take care of you on that.
Well, thanks. I really appreciate you guys playing the song, and hopefully I'll get back out to Wyoming soon.
Oh, of course. Then you got to come back in the studio, and then we'll hear some new music that nobody else has heard yet, like you did last time.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Savanna. Have a good one.
Thanks. You too.